just want to ask about health care. Yesterday on ABC, David Axelrod was asked repeatedly about whether the president would veto any health reform bill that has a tax on people making, a tax increase on anybody making under $250,000 per year. So I want to give you a chance as well. Will the president veto any health bill that has a tax increase?
You know, here's what I think we get this question once a week in some form or another. I think in many ways, Ed, what marks the difference between this healthcare effort and other healthcare efforts in the past is exactly what the president described, a very large table with people sitting at it trying to solve a problem that we've been working on for 40 years. The good news is we're making significant progress, and all those people are still sitting at the table. We haven't drawn a lot of bright lines. We understand there's some flexibility on the part of Congress to work through some of these policy issues, and we're going to allow that process to continue to make in order to make progress.
That would be true, but the president of the campaign said that he made a flat pledge that he would not raise taxes on anybody making under $250. So is that pledge still operable?
Well, again, I think in some ways your question is hypothetical because there are any number of different bills, different proposals. I think the president has outlined what he believes is the very best way to pay for health care.
It doesn't have to be hypothetical. He made a pledge. He said, I'm not going to raise taxes on anyone making under $250. Is that pledge still active?
We are going to let the process work its way through it.
So it's not.
So it's not.
So it's not.
We're going to let the process work its way through. All right? You have that awfully perplexed look on your face, Mr. Garrett.
Well, what would be the reason for reversing among the most conspicuous, if not the most conspicuous campaign promise that this candidate Obama repeated everywhere across the country?
I appreciate the indulgence to get into these hypothetical questions months before we're likely to do that. It is rich to watch the fact that we're making so little progress on health care reform that you've asked me if the president's going to sign the bill that's not at his desk. Let's no.
Nothing hypothetical about reaffirming a campaign promise.
No, it is in the sense that we're not facing any sort of decision on this. We're letting Congress work many of these issues through, and we're making progress.
But historically, administrations that make such conspicuous promises tell Congress, you can do this, this, and this, but don't go there because it's not something we're going to do.
And I think the president, in his principles and in the $948 billion to finance health care reform, has laid out pretty clearly what his financing mechanism would be,
which the opportunity provided by
you know, is to any increase in revenue would affect top wage earners, charitable deductions, returning them to the rates of the Reagan administration.